Welcome, Algebra 1 students, to the homework help video. Page 183, 11 through 21, all. And 23 through 39, all. Okay, let's jump right into the first four problems. The directions for 11 through 14 say to find the unit rate. Find the unit rate. Now let's stop there and remember that a unit rate means the cost of one item. That's why we call it a unit rate. One item, or it could be the payment of one item. Okay? So don't forget that. So, first four problems, we're asked to find the unit cost. Alright, and so here we go. $2 per 5 cans. Or we could put it like this. We could put per 5 cans. Okay? Now, remember, unit cost means the cost of one item. So this is the cost of 5 items. I want this 5 to become a 1 because I want the cost of one item, right? Not 5 cans, but 1 can. So, in order to make this 5 a 1, I divide by 5. But if I divide this by 5, I must also divide this by 5. Okay? So, 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 2 divided by 5 is 0.40. So there we go. If it's $2 for 5 cans, it's 40 cents per 1 can. Unit cost. Okay, number 12. Alright, so we have $121.50 per 18 hours. So we want to know the payment for 1 unit, or in other words, 1 hour. So I want this hour here to be 1 hour. Alright, so how do I make an 18 become a 1? I divide by 18. But if I divide this by 18, I must also divide this by 18. So 18 over 18 is 1. 121.50. And by the way, remember, you are allowed to use a calculator for this assignment. So type in your calculator 121.50 divided by 18, and you will get $6.75. Alright, so if you get 121.50 for 18 hours, that means you're getting paid $6.75 per hour. Unit cost. Number 13. Okay, students, so we know it's $1.39 for 1.5 quarts. Okay, so we want the unit cost, or in other words, the cost of 1 quart. So how do you make 1.5 1? You divide by 1.5. But if you divide 1.5 by 1.5, you must also divide this by 1.5, or it might be easier just to say 1.5, which is the same thing as 1.5. So this becomes a 1, and $1.39 divided by 1.5 is 0.93. I believe that's rounded. I worked these problems out earlier, but either way, there we go. So 1 quart is 93 cents. Alright, number 14. Okay, so we know 6 ounces is needed for 2.5 or 2.5 servings. I want to know the ounces for 1 serving. Okay, so how do I make a 2.5 a 1? Divide by 2.5. But if I divide this by 2.5, I must also divide this by 2.5. So 6 divided by 2.5 is 0.42. Alright, 0.42. Sorry, students, that's incorrect. That would be 2.4. Alright, so 6 ounces is what you need for 2.5 servings. 2.4 ounces is what you need for 1 serving. All right. Okay, moving on to numbers 15 through 18. Numbers 15 through 18, students say to find the average speed. So students, here we go. We have 1200 miles per 4 hours, okay? So, obviously in speed, we want miles per 1 hour, okay? So we want our hour to be a 1. So, divide by 4 here, divide by 4 here, and you get 300 miles per 1 hour, or in other words, miles per hour. Alright? Number 16, we have 52 miles. Then we have miles per 3 days. Alright? So, we want 1 day. So, divide by 3, divide by 3, and we get 17 and 1/3 miles per 1 day, or in other words, 17 and 1/3 miles per day, or 17.3 repeating. All right. Okay, moving on to number 17. We have 2 miles per 40 minutes. 2 miles per 40 minutes. We want this to be 1 minute. So, divide by 40, divide by 40. 2 divided by 40 is 0.05. So 0.05 miles per 1 minute. So 0.05 miles per minute. Alright. Number 18. 69 kilometers in 3/4 of an hour. We want this 3/4 to be a 1. So we divide by 3/4 and we divide by 3/4, or if it's easier, 0.75, okay? These cancel, gives you a 1. 69 divided by 0.75 gives you 92 kilometers per 1 hour. So the answer would be 92 kilometers per hour. Alright? Okay, moving on to number 19. A store sells a box of 5 yogurt bars for $1.07, $1.20, and they sell the exact same bars in a box of 7. So we have 7 bars for $1.59. So they want to know which box is the better buy. Now to me it's obviously going to be this one, but still, let's work it out and find out what the cost is for 1 bar. Let's find the cost for 1 bar and we'll see which one's the better deal. So to make this 5 and 1, divide by 5. If we divide by 5 here, we divide by 5 over here, and we get 1 bar is 24 cents. Okay? Over here, divide by 7. Also divide by 7 here, and 1 bar is 22 cents. So, not much of a difference, but still, the box that has 7 would be the better buy. Number 20. The United States Postal Service receives 38 million changes of address per year. So, 38 million per 1 year. Alright? They want us to find the rate per day. Alright? So, 1 year, of course, is the same thing as 365 days, right? So, if they get 38 million changes of address in 1 year, that's the same thing as 38 million changes of address of address per 365 days. Now we want to find the rate per day, or rate per 1 day. So you want to make this 365 become a 1. So divide by 365. We're going to take 38 million and divide that by 365. I have most of these problems worked out ahead of time. I don't have this one worked out, so hold on 1 second. 38 million divided by 365 equals 109.6 rounded per 1 day. So that's how many changes of address they have in the United States in 1 day. Okay. Number 21. There's 1,100,000,000 miles driven to move mail in the United States per year. Okay. So 1,100,000,000 miles per year. Now they want to know the rate per week or per 1 week. So if this is how many miles are driven total per year, that's also the same as per 52 weeks, because 1 year is 52 weeks. Now they want the 52 weeks to become 1 week, so divide 52 by 52 and that gives you 1 week. But if we divide by 52 here, we must divide by 52 here, and we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 21 million 153,846.2. That's rounded per week. Okay, that's the total amount of miles driven by the post office in 1 week in America. All right. Okay, moving on to number 20 or 23. The directions for 23 through 26 say to convert the measure. Okay, so guys, now we're going to get into proportions. Okay, proportions. So here we go. I have 12 fluid ounces, and I want to change that to X amount of cups. Okay, now my conversion factor is 8 fluid ounces is per 1 cup. Now students, it doesn't matter if you put cups up top as long as you're consistent in both fractions. Okay, notice I have fluid ounces up top, that's fine as long as it's the same in both fractions, and it is. Now simply cross multiply and solve. X times 8, 8x, 1 times 12 is 12, and now simply divide by 8 and we get 1.5. So when the X is right here, I would put 1.5. Alright, so 12 fluid ounces equals 1.5 cups. Okay, number 24. Here's my conversion factor, my conversion rate. 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. All right, now we have 21 inches, and we want to convert that to blank centimeters or X centimeters. Okay, let's cross multiply. 1 times X is X, and then we're going to cross multiply 21 times 2.54, and we're going to get 53.34. And notice X is all by itself, so we're finished. This goes right up here for X. 21 inches equals 53.34 centimeters. Okay. Number 25. My conversion factor is 1 mile equals 1.609 kilometers. Okay. And now I want to convert that. Let's see. I want to convert 56 miles. Notice my miles are up top here. So I put miles up top here. And the last problem I had inches up top here. So I put inches up top over here. I want to convert 56 miles to x kilometers. So we cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 56 times 1.609 is 90.104. So when the x is right here, I'm going to put 90.104 kilometers. So 56 miles equals 90.14 kilometers. Alright, 26. My conversion is 1 yard equals 0.9144 meters. Alright, now I want to convert the length of a football field, which is 100 yards, to meters. So I want to convert 100 yards to x meters. Okay, yards up top over here, cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 100 times 0.9144 is 91.44. That's what x equals. So right here where the x is, I would put 91.44 meters. So 100 yards equals 91.44 meters. Okay? Alright, moving on to number 27. Okay, students, now, once again, we're going to use proportions. And you might say, Mr. Earhart, why are we not solving these problems like we did the first ones way back here, where we were dividing by a number to make it a 1? Because we were finding unit costs, we were finding rates per 1 week. That one's totally different. Now we're saying we have a car that gets 15 miles per 1 gallon. Okay? And we're going to convert that over and find out how many miles the car can travel on 20 gallons. Okay? So, up top I have miles. That's what I'm looking for. How many miles? X. Can the car get on 20 gallons? And notice gallons are down here. Okay? So, cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 15 times 20 is 300. So when the x is, put 300. And there we go. For 20 gallons of gas, we will get 300 miles. Number 28. Okay, now you have to read in your book for 28 and 29. The book says that the library has 14,588 books to fill, which fills 313, sorry for yawning, 313 shelves. Alright, so they want to know what is the average number of books. Now here students, look, here we go again, per shelf, or in other words, per 1 shelf. So this is like, listen guys, this is like a unit cost, okay? We have this many books per 313 shelves. We want to know the number of books per 1 shelf. So we want our shelves to become 1, divide by 313, but if we divide this by 313, we must also divide this by 313, and so we're left with 46.6 books per shelf. Now, I know you can't have 0.6 of a book, so I wouldn't put 47 because there's not enough room for 47 books. I would say it's approximately 46 per one shelf. Okay? So don't forget that, because number 29 says this. Number 29 says the library plans to install 50 new shelves. We don't need to write an equation to do this. Estimate how many more books the library can hold. So think about it. If we're getting, if one shelf holds 46 books and we're getting 50 new shelves, then 50 times 46, because each shelf holds 46 books and we're getting 50 new shelves. So if we take 50 times 46, we will get the correct answer, which is approximately 2,300 new books the library will be able to hold. Okay? All right, number 30. Here we go. Number 30 and 31. You have to read the directions. It says the exchange rate is 114.520 yen per one American dollar. Okay? So, if you read the directions, it says you take $325 to spend on your trip. So here's my rate, 114.520 yen per $1. I take with me $325. So I put that down here because I have my dollars down here, and up here I have X yen. Okay, so cross multiply. 1 times X is X. Cross multiply. 114.520 times 325 would give you 37,219. So where the X is, you would put 37,219. So 325 US dollars would give you 37,219 yen. Okay? Now, you're coming back from your trip. Okay? And now you have 605 yen left. You have to convert it back to dollars. So here we go. We have the same conversion rate. $1 is 114.520 yen. You have 650 yen, so put that up top where your yen is, and that's going to give you X dollars. Let's go ahead and multiply. 1 times 650 is 650. 114.520 times X will give us 114.520X, and then divide both sides by 114.520, and you will get $5.28. Okay, so that's how much you would get coming back. 650 yen is $5.28 in US dollars. Alright, number 32. Okay, we're conducting a survey. Alright, and you survey 320 adults and find that 288, this is your total, is 320, and 288 never made a phone call from an airplane phone, so that means 32 did make a call from an airplane. Okay, now if you surveyed 300 or 3,500 adults, that's your total. Okay, how many of them would you predict have made a phone call. So here's your halves down here. So X. Okay, so we're using totals and have made phone calls. So my rate would be out of 320 total, 32 have made a phone call. So over here I have 3,500 total, and then X have made a phone call. So here we go. I'm going to take 32 times 3,500, cross multiply, and you will get 112,000. Then multiply 320 times X, and you will get 320X. Now, divide both sides by 320, and you will get 350 equals X. So, there we go. So, if you had 32 out of 320 have used an airplane phone, that would mean theoretically 350 out of 3,500 have used an airplane phone. All right. Number 33. Now, students, the directions for 33 through 35 say to find the percent and round to the nearest whole percent. Okay, so here we go. Remember, a percent is, when you're ready, it's a part of a whole. Okay, so you had a total cab fare of 14. Okay, out of that, or not out of that, but you paid a $2.25 tip on top of that. So what percentage is this out of 14? So it's just a fraction, 2.25 over 14. If you type that in your calculator, 2.25 divided by 14, you will get 0.1607, etc. Well, remember, that's a decimal. To convert that to percents, move the decimal 2 places, and you get 16%. The direction said to round to the nearest whole percent, so we put 16%. Okay? All right. Number 34. Okay, students, you paid a total of $11.29. The tax on that was 68 cents. So what percentage is 68 cents of this price? All right, so 0.68 divided by $1.11.29 would give you 0.0602. And of course, some more numbers. Move the decimal 2 places, and you get 6%. All right. Number 35. $292 people in favor out of 450. So my whole is 450. I'm going to know what percentage is 292 out of 450. So 292 divided by 450 gives you 0.648. Repeating, move the decimal 2 places. This 8 tells you to round the 4 up to a 5. So the answer is 65%. Okay? All right. 36 through 38, we use the directions, and the directions say that a total of 382 kilograms of lunar samples were collected during the 6 Apollo moon landings. So, here we go. The largest rock collected weighs 11.7 kilograms, okay? This single rock is what percentage of the total weight. So I want to know the percentage 11.7 is of 382. This is my whole, this is my part. So 11.7 divided by 382 would give me 0.030628 and so on. Move the decimal 2 places and my answer is 3%. So this one rock that weighs 11.7 is 3% of the entire weight. Okay? Number 37, the 110.5 kilograms of lunar samples collected by Apollo 17 represents what percent of the total weight? So again, my total weight is 382, I believe, 382, and I want to know what percentage is 110.5 out of 382. So 110.5 divided by 382 gives me 0.289267, so on. Move the decimal 2 places. This 9 tells you to raise the 8 to a 9, so my answer would be 29%. Okay, 29%. Now, 38, 7.5 percentage of the total lunar samples. So what's my total? What's my total weight? 382. Okay, so 7.5 of the total 382 kilograms have been analyzed. Okay, and then returned for storage. So what is the actual weight that has been analyzed and put in the vault? Well, guys, listen. I know a lot of students think it makes sense to divide. Okay, students had to pause the video. They're not sure what I said last, but a lot of students would think that it makes sense to take 382 and divide it by 7.5%, and I get that, but that's incorrect. Look, guys, look at it like this, okay? We know 50% of something means half off, right? So, if I told you there was a bike that cost $100 and it's 50% off, how much you find the actual price? You would multiply. So if you don't believe me, go ahead and take your calculator and multiply 100 times. Now remember, 50% is 0.50. Take 0.50 times 100, and guess what you'll get? 50. Okay? So when you're given a percentage, which we're given here, and you're given the whole over here, how do you find that percentage amount? You multiply. So with your calculators, take 382 times, now don't multiply it by 7.5, you have to convert your percentage to a decimal. So move the decimal 2 places to the left, and 7.5% is 0.075. So take 0.075 times 382, and you will get the correct answer, which is 28.65 kilograms. All right. So that's all they've examined so far. Well, of course, this book is an older book, but I'm just saying, at the time of this book, that's how many kilograms out of these have been analyzed and then put into storage. Last problem, here we go. Americans ages 18 years and older were asked, have you ever stopped buying a product because the manufacturer pollutes the environment? Of those surveyed, 719 said no. Okay, how many people took part in the survey? Now, think about this. This is a tough problem. Think about this, guys. 719 said what? No. What percentage said no? 71%. So that means I have 719 people equals 71%. Now, I want to know how many people took part in the survey. Well, that means I'm looking for the what? Total people, or all of the people, or the whole amount, right? It says how many people took part in the survey. So I'm looking for the total amount, all of the people, the whole amount. So that's going to be what percentage down here? 100. So up here I put X because I don't know how many people that is. So 719 people is 71%. X people is 100%. So cross multiply. 71% times X is 0.71X because I changed my percentage to a decimal. Okay. And then I cross multiply. 719 times 100%. Now, if you change 100% to a decimal, it's just 1.00, which is 1. So 719 times 1 is 719. Now divide both sides by 0.71. And you will get the approximate amount. Approximately 1,012 people took part in the survey. Okay, that equals X, goes right up here. 719 people equals 71%. 1,012 people equals 100%. Alright, students, I hope this homework video has been a help to you. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to call or email.